Seven footers, welcome back. It is episode 9 with Jenna and Jarod.
And Jarod Hector, we're back.
Yes, we are. And we are in a different studio, aren't we?
Studio C.
Studio C.
Guys, we have 3 different studios. Look, we are a startup podcast with 3 different studios. I mean, come on.
Impressive, right?
Very impressive.
I mean, we tailor our schedules to the news, and the news happens, so we had to figure it out, and this is where we are.
Ooh, lots happening right now.
And we are going to solely focus episode 9 on free agency, trades, all the good stuff, because, oh my gosh, the news in the NBA is so boring right now, right?
There's nothing happening in the NBA right now.
Nothing at all, so it should be short, right? So, it's actually the opposite of that, so let's jump right into it here. As we start with almost every episode,
LeBron James.
I don't even know why I try to say it. Yes, LeBron James signs a 4-year deal with the Lakers, 3-year, 1-year player option, $153.3 million. Takes a pay cut if he would have went to Cleveland.
Yes. Because Cleveland kept giving the Supermax, so yes.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But there were so many reasons why he could have went to LA, which most people predicted. Jarod, my question to you is, were you surprised that he made this decision on the first day?
No, because we knew he was going there
So we did? Did we know?
We did know. Those of us in the basketball community, and you are in the NBA community.
I'm in the community.
We knew about this for sure that was going to happen for several weeks, if not months. And then there were inklings about it happening for the last couple of years. If you really pay attention to what LeBron was saying and what he was doing, it was all about when he came back to Cleveland, bringing the championship to the land.
That was the one thing he promised. He did it.
Once he did that, LA was in play because LeBron's legacy is going to be, he is the first post athlete where we look at just him as being identified by one franchise. LeBron is the franchise, right?
Yes.
He's the first athlete that's going to be that. That is how we remember him. You remember Magic as a Laker. You remember Michael Jordan as a Bull. You know Larry Bird as a Celtic. All the people, you know where they are. No, you'll remember LeBron as just LeBron, right?
Very true.
And right? And no matter where he went, he brought championships. That's what he did.
And that's what he's known for.
Yes.
So are we going to see a championship come to LA? I know it's a little bit soon to ask it, but seeing what cards we have on the table, is it likely that we'll see a championship come to LA within the next 4 years while he is there?
I believe so. Definitely not in the first year, given how the roster is currently constructed and who they brought on. Rajon Rondo, Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. I mean, listen, LeBron's there, so they're going to compete for some sort of, I would say they're probably the 4th or 5th best team in the West right now. So they're making the playoffs for sure. They're nowhere near ready to take down the Golden State Warriors, but that's not really his ultimate concern.
Not yet.
Not yet. I think for him it's win a championship in LA, which he will do during that 4-year span, I believe. But really, this is about life on a whole for him. Bronny is 13, going to be going to Sierra Canyon, which is a basketball power in Southern California.
Scottie Pippen's kid is there.
Exactly.
The alumni is huge there.
Exactly. So I think it's family, and he wants the kids to grow up in LA, which kind of makes sense, right? When you're a celebrity kid growing up in Cleveland or Akron, that's a very different lifestyle versus LA. Because in Akron, everything's about them 24/7.
Yeah.
In LA, they're just kids among other wealthy, famous kids.
They got to make a name for themselves.
Right?
I think it ups the ante for the kids.
It does.
And it's going to help Bronny Jr. to play at a harder level.
And it helps LeBron too, right? Because now in LA, in Akron and in Cleveland, he's the biggest star walking around the streets.
Yeah.
In LA, he's one of many huge stars walking around the streets.
Exactly. And he's already established he owns a production company.
He does.
And he said from day one, I'm going to make this decision based on my family.
Yep.
And that's what he did.
And also, LeBron is setting himself up for his life post-basketball. And oftentimes I know that there are members of the media and fans who don't understand that. Look, these people are not one-dimensional. They're not just basketball players. When their career is over, they need something else to do. Everyone's always like, oh, but they got so much money. It's not about that. If you've been geared your whole life when you play basketball and you no longer have basketball to do, what are you going to wake up every morning and do? Just sit around your house? Like, you need something to do.
Exactly.
And so for LeBron, it's his businesses, it's a production company, it's the media, it's the movie house. It is his desire to be a billionaire athlete, to own an NBA franchise one day. I mean, he's already a part owner in Liverpool Football Club in England. He sees a much bigger deal. And of course, there is film.
And as he should. He's age 33. And not that I'm not aging him, I'm not saying he's done, but he's setting himself up very ahead.
He's on the back end of his career, right? I mean, let's be honest. He's not playing
Yes,
another
but he's
15
still
more
playing
years.
at an elite
at an elite
level.
level. But this is the end tail of his career.
I agree.
And also, his philanthropic efforts. I mean, he's opening up a school. Like, the man is doing a lot of things, and so he's setting himself up for, when I'm done actually bouncing a ball up and down a court, here are the 8 million other things I'm going to be doing to keep my mind occupied. Because the thing about athletes that people often forget is their brains are constantly going and moving, and they need things to occupy them when they are not playing their sport.
Absolutely.
And he will have enough businesses, interests, philanthropy, his kids set up that he has things to do that will keep him going well into the second act of his life.
Now, take me through how this decision process went a little bit. We have LeBron. He flies back from Anguilla with his family, where his team was reportedly there in the decision cave.
Decision cave, yeah.
I think it was Zach Lowe.
Yeah, Zach Lowe talked about it. I mean, so many NBA writers talked about it.
Yeah, take me through the decision. So we fly back from Anguilla.
Right.
We meet up with Magic, have a meeting at the LA house.
Right.
Kobe's involved, which we'll get to. But tell me about the decision making between him and Magic.
So let's we're going to break down the fourth wall for the fans here. It's, newsflash, if you all didn't realize this already, this deal was already wink in place well before LeBron flew back from Anguilla, right? Like, come on, you can't think that it was just one conversation with Magic after flying back from Anguilla that, now I'm going to join the Lakers. No, this has been planting in the seeds for years, and Magic is a very important figure because look at Magic's post-playing career, right? It is ultimately what LeBron wants, but to the next level, right? Magic, part owner of the Dodgers, huge businessman, owning Magic Johnson Enterprises. I mean, he's got his hands and tentacles in a lot of different things. Running basketball operations for the Lakers. I mean, this is the blueprint. And what better person than Magic to mentor LeBron on this is how you do this once your career is over? Because you got to remember, LeBron's father is not in his life, right?
Yeah.
So in terms of older men who have influence on him, you got Lynn Merritt, senior guy at Nike, and that's really it. But Magic is a guy who,
And side note, really quick, think about, you just said, he doesn't have a man in his life, aka his father.
Right.
And look at the man LeBron James is today.
It's a testament to obviously Gloria, his mother, and LeBron's perseverance, right?
Yeah.
And his ability to overcome the odds. I mean, when he says, I'm a kid from Akron who's not supposed to be here, he is correct,
we
right?
believe that.
Right?
Like, we believe
Growing
it.
up the way he grew up, he shouldn't be here. Yes, are there mechanisms in place for elite athletes to overcome things? Sure. But think about it. I mean, he's been a child star since he was 16 years old. He's now 33. And you could argue the biggest misstep he made in his entire career was the decision. And do we call that a misstep? I don't.
No.
It was just a bad TV
not.
show. Right?
Not me.
That's all. It was just a bad TV show.
No bad misstep
really,
on my part.
What was bad about it, because I didn't think it in and of itself was bad, what was bad about it is all you people who watched it are mad you watched it. That's what it was. No, that's what it is. You're mad you watched it. That's what you're mad at. So
Each week you get more savage. It's hysterical. I love
because
it.
I want fans to understand, and I know I'm really it's like a rock against a hard place. I want fans to understand that these are human beings. Yes, they are providing entertainment for you at some level, but this is their livelihood, their careers.
Yeah.
They are people.
You're watching. Can you imagine if our lives were in front of the camera every single moment
You
of
would
the
be
day?
skewering me on the internet every day because I'm doing all kinds of dumb things and
that's
whatever.
how it
And
is.
that's just how it is. And you need to understand that this is these people's lives.
Exactly. So let's take it back to the decision.
Yeah.
You said it was already premeditated. It's already set in place.
Yes, for sure.
So why? Why?
Again, LA just offered him exactly what he wanted and aligning himself again with an iconic franchise like the Lakers. I mean, look, in the NBA, you have two iconic franchises, right? The Lakers and the Celtics. Celtics, I think, have one more championship than the Lakers have in their history. And I talked about this to you before. The Lakers, the Celtics, the Bulls, the Spurs, and the Warriors franchise. Those 5 franchises are the only franchises that have won 4 or more titles.
Yes.
Right? And those and those 5 franchises have won more than 60% of the entire NBA finals. Look, these are the preeminent franchises in the league.
And talk about creating a storyline. We have LeBron coming to LA.
Yes.
We have Kyrie on the Celtics.
Yes, so that's
the old
huge.
rivalry
It's back.
comes back.
It's back.
And the two guys, I mean, You can't get a better storyline in a long time than the LeBron Kyrie.
No. And Lakers Celtics is great, and that's going to be great for the league. Adam Silver is doing a jig right now. Loving the fact that LeBron's in LA. It's good because the league is fundamentally better when LA is a good franchise. Now,
yes,
it's also good if the Knicks are good, if the Bulls are good, but we
Some ways to go.
Yeah.
Back to Lakers really quick. I wanted to read something I thought was
read away.
Emotional. I loved it.
Oh, Lord.
I fed into
Jenna's going to start crying.
I am going to start crying. So, upon the news that LeBron joined the Lakers, Kobe Bryant comes out and says, "You are part of the family now. So anything you need on my end, I got you. Whatever the case may be, I am here for you." Why are you laughing?
Because do you think that's actually genuine from Kobe?
Whether it's genuine or not, he did the right thing.
He did.
And if he is ultimately in LeBron's corner, when you have Magic and Kareem and Kobe in your ear,
the 3 greatest Lakers of all time, yes.
The future looks bright. Does the future look bright?
It does. So here's the thing, right? So we just said Magic, Kobe,
yes.
Magic, Kareem, and Kobe, right?
Yes.
Those are the 3 greatest Lakers ever. In some order, whether you put Magic or Kareem first, it's really, it's your preference. Kobe's clearly third in that delineation. Fact, Kobe stands. I just want you all to know that. Kobe is not better than Magic or Kareem. He's just not.
That's your opinion.
If you look at any metric, championships, stats, the whole nine, it's not. It's just not. And the problem with Kobe is, it's not a problem. It's with his collection of fans, okay? Kobe is the most reasonable facsimile we had since Michael Jordan. And because Michael Jordan is universally considered the GOAT and Kobe is most like him, everyone just assumes, oh yeah, Kobe's the next guy. He's only got 1 less ring than Jordan, so he's second best. No, he's not. Look at Kobe. Kobe never shot anywhere near 50% from the field in his entire career. Ever. Never done it. Never done it.
I love when you wild out like that.
Because Kobe, listen, he's amazing. He gives you moments. I get it. The 81-point night, the crazy dunk, and he's mean muggy and rips his shirt to the side.
The Achilles game.
All that. I get it. He gave you all these moments. He also gave you 6 of 24 in Game 7 of the Finals. He also gave you, come on, man.
You went there.
Of course I went there. Because I think people conveniently forget and only go, these great moments. And he's had a lot of moments. But come on, man. Totality, look at the career. No. Look, is Kobe an all-time great? Yes. He's probably one of the 9 or 10 greatest players ever, which is amazing. He's not top 5. He's not. He's just not. And that's okay. It's okay that he's not.
That is okay. So ultimately,
yes,
I'm going to ask you if something else is okay. To wrap this one up. Was this the best decision LeBron James could have made to go to the Lakers? I know we are including his family and this and that, but was this the best legacy, ring potential decision he could have made to go to the Lakers?
So I think the Celtics could have worked a little bit better, or the Sixers, but I don't know if Danny would have given up what you would have needed to get LeBron, and then the Sixers, they had a sort of tacit meeting, but not really. I think LeBron wanted to be in LA because, look, I think he just sees it as toppling the Warriors in the next couple of years is going to be difficult. And, I don't know that he thinks he's ever going to get to 6 championships. I think he's not going to come out and admit that. But I think somewhere in the back of his mind, he knows the likelihood of me winning 3 more titles before I retire, probably unlikely.
He's going to win 1 or 2
He'll
more.
He'll probably win 1, maybe 2. But to win a 3 more at this is highly unlikely as the lead guy. Highly unlikely. So he's like, okay, what's going to give me a chance to win a title, possibly 2, but also set me up best long term?
Yeah.
And so that is LA. Would it have been good in Philly? Maybe. But Philly wouldn't have given him what he wanted with the other extra stuff outside of basketball.
Agreed.
And that's ultimately what he's looking for.
Agreed.
Yeah.
And do you think that, the decision that, we sign Rondo to the Lakers, that's news. Rondo will be at the Lakers, what was it, for a year deal?
Yeah, 1 year, $9 million.
Yes, 1 year, $9 million. So does that knock Kawhi Leonard out of the...
No. Now, Kawhi may not come this season, or he may come in the middle of the season, or he may come in free agency next summer.
But it doesn't knock him out.
No,
That's what
not at all. I think
clarify.
Kawhi is most likely going to come, because here's the thing.
To LA.
Even if the Spurs don't trade him to LA,
yes,
one or two things is going to happen. They're going to trade him to somewhere else where he's not going to resign, or he's going to stick it out one more year in San Antonio and leave as a free agent and sign in LA.
Okay.
That's because Kawhi's already said he wants to go to LA, and signing with he's not going to give a team like, let's say the Sixers decide, okay, we're going to give you something for Kawhi. He's not going to sign long term for Philly. And that's the other thing. Teams without any reassurance he's not going to sign with them long term, they're not going to trade for him. So if I'm the Spurs and R.C. Buford, their GM, listen, swallow your pride and I don't want to build the Lakers up for success. You get the best deal you can get. And if the Lakers are willing to give you heaven and earth, you take it. Brandon Ingram, Lonzo Ball, whoever, you take it.
Exactly.
So.
I hear you. Great points all around. And lastly, I think LeBron's move to the Lakers is definitely significant in the lives of the young guys. You have Ingram, you have Kuzma, you have Ball.
If they're still there.
If they're still there.
Right, yeah.
But I was thinking about this earlier, to have these kind of guys play with LeBron James has got to be a monumental moment in their careers, right?
Huge for them.
So now that you have Rondo coming on, what does that mean for Ball? And how is LeBron going to mentor these young guys?
Well, that is the sort of the $1 million question, right? Because again, are these guys going to even be there long term?
Exactly.
Because again, if it's a trade to get Kawhi, if I'm the Spurs, Ingram is 1,000% included in any trade talk, so he's gone. Mm-hmm. Maybe it's Lonzo Ball, maybe not. Maybe it's Kyle Kuzma, because the Spurs feel good about DeJounte Murray, so maybe they don't want Lonzo Ball. So maybe they're like, no, we need Kuzma.
I think they're going to keep Murray.
Maybe we need Kuzma, and we need Ingram and some draft picks. Well, I mean, okay. Mm-hmm. Now we got to fill the rest of that roster out. So, let's just say things are not set yet. We still need some more dominoes to fall.
Okay, I hear you. Let's move on to, I have to say, is easily the biggest surprise of free agency. Boogie Cousins' move to the Warriors, one-year deal for $5.3 million. He's got the mid-level exception.
Yep.
And I don't think anybody saw this coming, but 29 other teams in the NBA did not offer him anything. Nothing. Not even the Pelicans. First of all, that makes me angry. And the fact that if I'm Boogie Cousins and I'm signing to the Warriors, the reigning champs, I'm going to be dancing my way to the Bay. And I mean like doing the Boogie Shuffle to the Bay.
So it's a smart move by Boogie in the sense that when he realized...
And the Warriors.
Yeah. When he realized he wasn't getting any offers, he had his agent reach out to the Warriors and say, hey, see if there's any interest there. Take the mid-level exception. Because Boogie figures, okay, I've got 1 year. Mind you, he's coming off the Achilles injury, so we don't know when he's going to play. He says he's ready by training camp. No. If we're lucky, January sometime. Okay?
Well, they need a big man. They get rid of McGee.
They do, but here's the thing. If Boogie can show that he can play within a Warriors system, help them and play critical games in the playoffs to a title, he'll be a free agent in the summer of 2019. And then they can say, hey, the Achilles is great. I played well. Now it's time to pay me. And in 2019, all the teams, there'll be more teams with a lot more cap room. And I have a little teaser that I don't want to spoil on the pod. I'm going to write about it.
Yep.
So Boogie and KD and Draymond are very close. Boogie and KD is very close. They got close at Team USA basketball.
Yeah.
Everyone's going to be like, oh, what about earlier in the season when KD and Boogie were like fighting with each other? I'm like, they weren't actually fighting.
All fun.
And that whole silly thing like in the hallway where Boogie was coming in, stop it. That's nothing. In fact, KD actually on his Instagram story, he posted the eye emoji.
Yeah.
And it was with DeMarcus being held back in the tunnel trying to go after KD. Like, so clearly they're friends. It's all good. There is a possibility that, and I don't even want to spoil it, but the point is that Boogie signing to the Warriors it's a win-win for them. And here's why it's great for the Warriors. If Boogie never plays, so what? That team was winning the title anyway, so it doesn't matter.
And he didn't lose anything.
Here's the thing.
If anything, you gained something.
Here's the thing. 29 other teams don't have him. So that's number 2. And
he took him out.
He took him out of play. And number 3, them signing Boogie is going to cause all the dumb teams in the NBA to overreact and make stupid trades and signings. Oh my God, we gotta catch the Warriors. They got Boogie Cousins. They're freaking out. Just like how basketball Twitter exploded yesterday, going nuts.
Basketball Twitter is a thing.
It's a huge thing, and they were going nuts last night. I can't believe it. The Warriors, listen, don't be mad at the Warriors because your favorite franchise is stupid and does dumb things.
Oh.
Well, listen, it is not the Warriors' fault. Listen, there are rules in place and there are ways in which you can do what you need to do to take advantage of those rules. The smart teams take advantage. Guess what? Danny Ainge, Boston's GM, and Wick Grossman, their owner, real smart. Philadelphia, smart people, right? Houston, Daryl Morey, smart. Warriors, listen, the smart franchises know what to do. You dumpster fire organizations, I don't know what to tell you. Get better ownership in GM. I don't know.
Oh my gosh.
Well, here's the thing. Stop signing players to ridiculous contracts that in year 2, you're like, why did we do that? Well, I don't know why you did it, but it doesn't matter because you're screwed now, and now you can't get who you want.
Exactly. And I have a few questions for you right now.
Shoot.
Okay. Boogie Cousins in the lineup. Let's say he is healthy. The Achilles is almost non-existent at this point. Say he comes in starting 5, with Steph, Clay, Durant,
Draymond. That's a nasty 1 through 5.
That is frightening.
That is a nasty.
So say we come in with this 5 group. Is this the best starting 5 we have ever seen?
It might be. I mean, you think about your 5 All-Stars. I mean, you're 5 people who made the All-Star team, and you have, let's see, KD, Steph, and Draymond. The 3 of them, no, KD, Steph, and Boogie. They've all made All-NBA teams. So then you have 3 guys who are All-NBA. I mean, they're incredible. I mean, now, you have to remember that the way that offense would move would be different, right? So Boogie's not going to be scoring 27, getting 14. It's just not in this offense. And
his point percentage in 2017 to 18 was just right up there, though, with Steph.
Here's what he's good at. His 3-point percentage will be good. Listen, he made 163 threes last year. I think the Warriors centers combined made 7. Ooh. So, okay. Right, so Boogie hitting a trail 3. I mean, look, he'll help him in that. He won't probably be on the court when they do their closing lineup with the Hamptons or the Hamptons 5, only because Boogie can't switch everything, right?
Yeah.
Just because if you get him on Harden or somebody, that's problematic because they can get by him. But if teams decide they want to go big at the Warriors, like OKC did with Adams a couple years ago, like Gobert, like they do with Utah and Gobert, well, they got Boogie now. So your once advantage of trying to go big at them negated because now I got Boogie Cousins. Now, Boogie, let's also be fair. The reason why 29 other teams passed on Boogie was the fear of his, and well-earned, locker room reception, right? A reputation. Boogie's a bit ornery, and, he's not always great to deal with, doesn't always run back on defense. There's, a lot of things. But what I'm thinking might happen here is being around the Warriors' winning culture and having guys like David West in the locker room who, listen, David West ain't afraid of nobody.
I feel like Draymond's going to help him.
Between David West and Draymond, Boogie ain't going to be acting up nowhere.
If I were Boogie, I would be acting up if nobody else is calling my phone.
Right.
And the championship team is.
He will be on his best behavior, and I think you will see what a fully engaged Boogie Cousins is like when he's around other star players. And for all intents and purposes, what we heard last year when he was with Anthony Davis, things were going pretty well.
Very well.
So I think now with a more veteran team who can, listen, dude, that's not how we do things here. So, and listen, if he doesn't acquiesce, what does it hurt the Warriors? Okay, fine. $5.3 million, ain't no skin off our back. Cool. We'll just pay you to not come to work. If it gets to a point where he might be a malcontent, which I don't think he'll be.
Yeah.
I think he'll be on his best behavior because he wants the next big contract. And again, I'm teasing it. I'm going to be writing it on Black Sports Online. Look out for that. But also at JS Hector, where he could end up summer of 2019. Because that is the summer that people need to be aware of. Summer of 2019.
And people aren't thinking about that right now because the trades and the free agency right now is so crazy.
Summer 2019. It's going to be, listen, Kyrie's going to be a free agent in summer 2019. Kevin Durant is a free agent in summer 2019. And all I'm saying is, the Warriors win a 3rd consecutive title.
Kevin Durant.
And Durant wins his 3rd Finals MVP.
Prediction, I mean.
You heard it? I mean, Jenna basically stole that from me because I've been saying that in her ear for But listen.
No, but I really do think that too. But it was from him first.
If he wins his third in a row and his third in Finals MVP, I'm pretty good. I might go somewhere else.
I would too.
And who might I play with when I go somewhere else? Again, don't worry. Stay tuned. Stay tuned for that article coming out.
He even got me with that. And I was even like, oh. Okay. Well, you know what? Let's wrap it up right there then. We discussed LeBron. We discussed Boogie and what's happening in the West.
Yeah.
And you know what? The West is a lethal culture right now.
Oh my God.
So let's wrap it up right there because I'm already frightened. So.
Yeah, we'll see you guys in our next segment where we talk about more free agent signings.
Yes.